Gosh dang it. Hey, what's up, Super Fall Kid? Hey, welcome to my super rant. Oh gosh, or it's either a big rant or super rant. I don't know, one or the other. It's a movie that really annoys me, and of course, it's the live action version. As I'm reviewing Lilo and Stitch remake. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch remake. Lilo and Stitch, my butt. It is. Okay, first off, I have nothing against the two movies, okay? I grew up the original Lilo and Stitch, okay? I love the original movie from, I think it was from 2002, I think it was. Yeah, it was from, I have to look it up. Or it was from like the late 90s, I forget though. I just don't remember the release date of the movie. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch though, maybe it is. Just comment down below if I'm wrong, so just let me know. But, so forgive me for being wrong though, so you know. Anyway, so now, yeah, like I said, I grew up with the original Lilo and Stitch. I remember I used to have it on VHS, you know. And not only that, I even grew up with the second Lilo and Stitch. Well, the movie, you know, the sequel to Lilo and Stitch. The second one, I like that movie though. That was a sequel though. I mean, some people bash on it for some reason, but I didn't mind the sequel though. I like the sequel to Lilo and Stitch. And unfortunately, I never knew it was gonna be true though. They made a live action sequel to live action movie to the original Lilo and Stitch. I know some people love Lilo and Stitch. I know I'm sure people that are a Stitch lover, for example, like now the reason why I went to saw this movie in a theater is because my girlfriend wanted to see it though because she's a Stitch lover and that's why I'm okay. I'll go see it with you. So yeah, we both went and saw it together, and she loved it. And to me though, I just pretend that I liked it though, because I didn't want to use my real opinion and just cause any trouble for not liking the movie that person liked. But I never really liked it. Okay, I can't stand it whatsoever, and I know my girlfriend. I'm pretty sure my girlfriend is gonna see this video and probably gonna bashing or liking on me for not really liking the movie she likes, but so it's just please forgive me on this. So for people as well as for a lot of people that love that like the Lilo and Stitch remake, that's great. I'm glad you like the remake, but to me, I cannot stand it. I hated it. Not only me though, there's a lot of people hated it, which I certainly don't blame them. I also don't blame Jurassic Godzilla fan. You know what? Oh, well, except he didn't review, except he had ranting on this, ranting or reviewing this movie though. But I would like to see that one day though, because you know I would have not blamed him. I would have just agreed with him on it. So if he ever gonna do that, I mean, if you are gonna do it, then good luck on it, because you know we all know how bad this movie looked and how bad it is. You know. I mean, what's really cringed me, what saddens me, is the CGI and the AI that he put in. I mean, okay, I understand the AI makes it look great. I get it, though. But, yeah. I don't know how to say much for the plot, though, because it's basically a carbon copy to the original Lilo and Stitch. I think it was a carbon copy, I think it was, because it's just been so long since I've watched the first two Lilo and Stitch movies, you know? Because I haven't watched, well, actually, no, I did watch, I only watched half the original. I have watched the original on VHS, not on VHS. Yeah, I have on VHS though, but I think I was around like between like 19 or 20 years old since I rewatched the original Lilo and Stitch on Disney Plus. That's the last time I've watched the original Lilo and Stitch, so you know. But just so you know, I just can't, I don't know, guys, I mean. So plot, you know, we have Stitch, of course, you know, that's like goes to Earth, you know, and of course we've got the little sister and the older sister, of course, they have the house and they just lost their parents and just, you know, couldn't get into a living, you know, and just, or whatever, you know, and then of course, I don't want to get into much though. Now, Lilo, of course, you know, found Stitch, you know, and just, you know, I'm not going to say much about it because it just dumbfounds me how it is, you know. compared to the original. You know, I mean, unfortunately, I don't have the original. Unfortunately, but I'm certainly not gonna bother owning the remake because yeah, the remake is just blows my brain out. You know how everything looked. You know, and I don't know, guys. I mean, I just pretend that I liked it when I went and saw it, but I didn't really like it. In the side of my brain, it just fully have hatred towards it. You know. Except I have nothing against people that like the remake. Okay, if you like the remake, that's great. I'm glad you like the remake. Like I said before. Okay. I mean, I just don't want you to flack on me for not liking the movie you guys liked. All right. So yeah, I know I lied saying that I liked it. Okay, that's true though, but that don't mean you gotta go off on me on it. All right. So that's no excuse about it anymore. All right. That's all I can tell you now. Oh Lord, yeah, we got some other characters. I forget though. I mean, like I said, it's just been so long since I've seen the original, and I've already saw the remake in the theater once though. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't know, guys. I mean, that remake sucked though. I hated the remake. I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, I think this live action went totally downhill for Disney now. I'm not gonna bother waste my time seeing the live action version of Moana. I'm not gonna waste my time on that. And I'm very surprised that the Lilo and Stitch remake just success in the box office. I don't know how that's possible. And I would have a feeling that this movie bombed, just like The Little Mermaid did. I mean, The Little Mermaid remake was the last live action film I liked from Disney in 2023. And unfortunately for the Lilo and Stitch remake, that made money for no reason, and it made like a $1 billion in the box office, of course. And then, of course, they're going to end up making a sequel to the live action Lilo and Stitch sequel, live action sequel in 2028. I'm like, great. Well, great. Now Disney is going to plan on making a live action Lilo and Stitch 2 in 2028. Why, Disney? Why? Gosh, guys. I mean, I'm never interested with the Mufasa the Lion King, which is the prequel, but I'm not bothered with that either. So yeah, I know I'm definitely not with that Snow White remake, of course. Which from who, but I'm not gonna say who. But just except there's probably, I mean, it's just yes, I know I love I do love the sequel to Zootopia 2 that came out last year. Yes, I do like that film. Okay, I like the sequel, right? I do believe this is the last animated or last Disney film though. Well, I do believe that Toy Story. Okay, except I am looking forward to Toy Story 5. I'm not sure what other Disney films that they're making. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's animated or unnecessary live action. I don't know, but I feel like Toy Story 5 is the only. I mean, it's the only animated Disney film from something from Disney that I'm looking forward to. I believe this is gonna be the last one I like, probably. And just I do think that the original Toy Story is my favorite Disney film. Okay, or it's animated, but who cares? I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, I definitely go back way back in the day, back when Disney did perfect at the time, when they made really great movies, when they gave a crap. But just yeah, like Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Bambi, like even the Honey Who Shrunk the Kids movies, for the Toy Story movies, Cars, Inside Out, the first one and the second one. The second one I truly did like. Zootopia and Zootopia 2. Yeah, yeah, I did say Honey Who Shrunk the Kids. Yeah, I do like those three movies. Yeah, Honey Who Shrunk the Kids. a lot better than that stupid live action Lilo and Stitch movie, as well as the upcoming sequel to in 2028. So screw that. I mean, screw that sequel though. I hope they cancel that sequel. I hope they do, and I do hope it'll bomb as well. So if it won't cancel, I don't know, guys. What else did I like from Disney? Was it Tron? I don't know if I've seen that or not, but oh, Monsters Inc. and Monsters University, I do like as well. I kind of wish they made a sequel to Monsters Inc. because that would have been worth it. We'll get to see Boo as an adult or a teenager or whatever. That would have been cool though. And I certainly do still love that Monsters Inc. Very fun, great anime movie, as well as Disney Monsters University that I enjoyed as well. That was way better than that though. And of course, any other Disney films from way back in the days in other eras I do like. And of course, with the Lilo and Stitch 1 and 2 I do like, but this one right here. Yeah, screw that film. Yeah, screw that, guys. Speaking of live action, I'd rather watch those live action remakes from the 2000s, the 2010s, or even the ones from the 90s, like the 101 Dalmatian remake. That was a great remake. Yeah, I even like the Mighty Ducks trilogy movies that I liked. As well as the cartoon, the Mighty Ducks series from the 90s. Yeah, as well as some cartoon shows that Disney did, was from the 80s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s. Even the one, there's even 1 or 2 shows that Disney did that's in this era, like the Owl House, Cedric. That's something that Disney did right. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I love Tarzan. I love Mulan. Mulan 2. I think the second Tarzan film, I forget though, but 101 Dalmatian, Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, a couple others, A lot of Disney films I love. Oh, Bolt. That was a good, from 2008. Bolt. That was a good anime film. Yeah, I love Bolt though. That was miles better than that live action Lilo and Stitch remake as well. And I did had it with Disney 2 reasons. Number 1, they destroyed their home entertainment system, and number 2, they kept going with their unnecessary live action remakes, including this piece of crap right there. I know, just you can have the time. I'm not sure if my girlfriend's gonna see this video. Probably gonna have deals making about, or just for not liking the movie she liked, or whatever, But guess what? I'm glad she liked the movie. But to me, I hated it now. Okay, I really hate this movie. Okay, I don't really like it. Okay, say whatever you want. But just so you know, this is my opinion. Okay, my freaking opinion, everyone. Okay. It's my opinion, alright? I know it's kind of objective, but it really is true, okay? Say whatever you want. I am glad you guys like the remake as well, okay? Good on you. But yeah, I'm just saying, I know I do have a couple of friends who hate this movie, which I don't blame them as well, so that's okay. Of course, here it goes with the upcoming live action Lilo and Stitch 2, or sequel, that's coming out in next 2 years. Like I said before so many times, in 2028, of course. I know I don't need to say it several times, but I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't want to get to that, but thank you so much for watching, and be sure to really like and subscribe, and peace out, team with respect, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.